Check. Mic check 1 2. Mic check 1 2. So I said I wasn't going to share nothing else from this book, but this is a very short chapter. It's only a couple of pages, and I feel like the point that the author was making is something that needs to be shared in general. I feel like it's something that is a missing component in a lot of people's manifestation practices, including mine half of the time. So I'm going to read this, and it's not going to sound very magical, but I feel this is absolutely a good word from the author. So I ain't going to keep holding you. I'm going to read this and just go from there. All right. So, the power of a plan. Magic works best when it has something to work with. If your only strategy for financial success is hoping that money will turn up, you're gambling with your future. And as you probably already know, gambling is one of the least reliable ways to get rich. It's easy to fall in the mindset of waiting for a windfall. People fantasy about sudden wealth, imagining that if they could just win the lottery, inherit a fortune, or stumble upon the perfect opportunity, that all their problems would be solved. It's a comforting thought, but it rarely leads anywhere. In fact, when people do come into sudden wealth, it often brings disaster rather than freedom. You've probably heard the stories. People who win millions in the lottery only find themselves bankrupt within a few years. They spend recklessly, get scammed, or become overwhelmed by financial pressures they never had to deal with before. The money disappears, but the bad decisions have long-lasting consequences, such as lost friendships, ruined marriages, and financial ruin. The truth is that money doesn't magically fix your understanding of how money works. If you weren't skilled at handling wealth before, getting a big chunk of it overnight won't change that. It will just magnify every financial habit, good or bad. That's why magic works best when it aligns with the plan. A structured, thought-out approach gives the magic something to work with, guiding opportunities towards you rather than leaving everything up to chance. If you expect money to appear out of nowhere, with no direction or purpose, you're asking magic to gamble for you. And just like in a real casino, that's a dangerous bet. Of course, gambling itself can be fun in small doses, and there's nothing wrong with enjoying it as a form of entertainment. That's why I shared Magic for Gambling in Magical Riches, with one key warning: only gamble when you don't need to win. If you go in hoping for the miracle, hoping a single spin or game will fix your life, you're already on the wrong path. Magic responds best when you're relaxed, and gambling is one of the few areas where the less you care about the result, the better you'll probably do. The ones who do the best are the ones who don't need to win. The ones who lose everything are the ones who believe they have no choice but to win. If sudden wealth isn't the answer, what's the alternative? The answer is deceptively simple: a plan. A plan doesn't mean knowing every detail of how you'll become wealthy. It doesn't mean writing a 5-year strategy or predicting every step. but it does mean knowing what you want, having an idea of how to move towards it, and being open to opportunities as they arise. Magic thrives when it has direction. If you use wealth magic with no plan at all, you may find yourself receiving money, but it comes in erratic, unexpected ways, just enough to keep you hopeful, but never quite enough to feel secure. If you have a plan, however, the magic can work with it, nudging you towards decisions and opportunities that align with your goal. It can bring you connections, ideas, and insights that accelerate your progress. A plan can shift the odds in your favor, ensuring that when you take action or when you perform magic, you see results. If you've been waiting for money to turn up, hoping for a lucky break, now is the time to shift your focus. Even a simple plan, whether it's increasing your income, creating a side business, or improving your financial habits, will make all the difference. With a plan in place, magic just doesn't bring money, it brings momentum. All right, so again, the book I'm reading from, Financial Transformation Magic by Damon Brand.